Salutations, Seekers of Truth. Automatic here for Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for Season 3, Episode 11 of our XCOM 2 series. In our previous episode, Alpha Squad infiltrated and ultimately destroyed an Advent black site in Indonesia. After that mission, of course, they returned to the Avenger, and I was looking forward to some R&D, research and development, and fine-tuning a few things, but nope. We got caught on another mission. That's right, new targets acquired, and of course when we see this notification, what it really means is we're going to have to choose between 3 operations, and Bravo Squad is on deck to undertake whatever op we choose to engage in. Let's have a look at our options, and we'll go ahead and choose one. Okay, this first one's in Eastern Europe, and it will yield us some intel. Nope. Brazil, we'd get a scientist. Nope. Chile, we would... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. We would be able to recruit Colonel Catherine Susberry, codename Sushi Cat, and she is a bit of a folklore legend in South America. We're doing this, folks, because we definitely want her on our side. She was a former leader of a mercenary group that conducted guerrilla warfare against Advent in South America. And as you recall, a few episodes ago, Advent was using a train to deploy forces against a group of resistance fighters. That was her fighters. So Bravo Squad is commanded, as always, by William Lee, codenamed Weasel. He'll be taking in the Icarus suit, a plasma grenade, and a nano med kit. Is joined in the field by Joan Richards, codenamed J-Bone, taking in a plasma grenade and several nano med kits. Also by Mark Jackson, taking in the Wraith suit and a battle scanner. Oliver DeNoble, codenamed Odd Noble, taking in a Skulljack and an EMP bomb. Otto Williams, codenamed Automatic, taking in a Mimic Beacon and a Wraith suit. And finally, Jared Williamson, codenamed Manzer, taking in the War suit with a built-in rocket launcher, blue screen rounds, and the Frost Bomb. So there you have it, Bravo Squad. You may board when ready.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
Reading you 5x5 Firebrand, begin your approach.
We're seeking every possible outlet to gain information on the aliens' latest project. And in this case, that means infiltrating one of their facilities to access an exposed terminal connected to their network. Hostile forces will be in position to defend the site, so we'll have to neutralize any threats to lock down the area. Recover whatever you can. We need that data if we're going to stop their progress.
So the Advent facility we hit in the last episode was off the grid. It was hidden. This facility is a very public facility, and we want to procure rejected tissue samples. Bravo Squad is tasked with accomplishing that, and Bravo Squad is boots on the ground. Weasel intends to fall back on a tried-and-true tactic previously executed by Bravo Squad, in which Weasel and Otto will directly approach the objective utilizing stealth. In the meantime, the rest of the squad will hang back, and they will make a demonstration designed to lure Advent toward them.
On my way.
Hopefully, clearing up an avenue of approach for Weasel and Otto. J-Bone drops down to the street level, and she's got eyes on something. Okay, it's an Archon and an Andromedon. And to best effect that demonstration, the majority of the squad is about to go loud. Stonewall's getting into position, so too is Odd Noble. Manzer, he's gonna go ahead and go loud. Rather than utilizing the Frost Bomb as he is prone to do, he's gonna go ahead and fire his rocket. That should certainly garner some attention and do a little damage as well.
Going hot.
And as an aside, that squad car is toast.
We've been spotted.
So the Andromedon's suit closes in. J-Bone fires a shot. She scores a hit. Stonewall follows that up with another shot and another hit.
You want some more?
Folks, I think the Andromedon pilot is now dead. Of course, it is at this juncture that the suit will take over. And here comes the Archon. Odd Noble fires. No joy.
Adjusting aim.
And Otto, of course, he better catch up with Weasel. He gives a confident nod to J-Bone, his new significant other. Yes, she gave in to his persistence. They are now officially a couple. She was hesitant, but as noted, he was persistent. And of course, that's on the down low. You don't want Van Dorn to know about that. The Archon closes in. It will be using blazing pinions, apparently. It takes to the skies. And here comes the Andromedon suit, leaving a trail of acid in its wake. It's closing in on J-Bone, but it's expended all of its moves on, well, movement. So we will have a opportunity to attack the thing. And J-Bone's going to get out of the way. In fact, we're going to have Manzer drop down. Considering he'll be firing blue screen rounds, it should have a decent effect on the suit. Doesn't get any more decent than that. The suit collapsing backwards into its own acid. Nice. So J-Bone's gonna turn her attention to that Archon. Yeah, not quite enough. Either way, Stonewall and Odd Noble have yet to go. Stonewall will drop down to street level. He will take some half cover. And he's going to use lightning hands firing his sidearm at the Archon. Hell yeah. Archon down.
How many is that now?
Well, why not find some better cover?
Tired of waiting around.
And some lies just feet ahead.
I'm on it.
Noble will drop down.
Sure thing.
And he'll go into Overwatch.
Got it covered.
As to Otto, he's going to start advancing toward the Advent facility, which has two turrets situated above its front doors. Just as well. I don't believe we plan on using the front doors.
Confirmed.
After all, Otto's got a grappling hook, and Weasel here, who's coming up behind him, he has the Icarus suit, so he can fly. There's the blazing pinions, but fortunately, everyone is clear of their devastating effect. And look at these three just walking in, responding to gunfire like they're all boss and whatnot. Yeah, cool and collected. Not for long, hopefully. Okay, J-Bone will shift positions. And she reloads. As the Manzer, he will take the position previously occupied by her.
Come get some.
Stonewall, just go into Overwatch. As to Otto, it's time to use that grapple, and up he goes. So yeah, there's a hole in the roof up ahead. They intend to use it. Noble will move up.
I'm on it!
And Overwatch. Let's see, Weasel. Gonna move up there by Otto.
Objective in range.
And there we've got eyes on the objective.
Of the exposed access point.
Yeah, apparently it's being protected by, it looked like 2 or 3 Archons.
Like a called in backup.
And here comes Advent reinforcements already. It's kind of early in the mission for that, but
Covering now.
yeah, we will have Manzer, J-Bone, Stonewall, and Odd Noble prepare to receive those reinforcements. And to that end,
Heading out.
Odd Noble here is gonna shift positions,
On Overwatch.
and pretty much everybody's going into Overwatch. Let's see, in the meantime, Otto is dropping down into the facility. The immediate area looks clear,
I've got my eyes on.
so sure enough, Weasel will follow his lead. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, reinforcements have arrived. Let's see what kind of welcome wagon we pull out for them. It's gonna be a mech, a shield bearer, and a trooper.
Got some advent here. Enemies on the move.
It's like the mech's in charge of this pod. Anyways, J-Bone fires. It's a hit. Panzer. Hit. Trooper's down from that. Stonewall. No joy. And Noble. No joy.
Come on.
Either way. The net result is the trooper is down. The shield bearer is hurting bad, but the mech is ready to rock. And he's pointing fingers. It's pointing fingers. So let's see. I think it's time for Odd Noble to see what's in his hacking playbook. Yeah, he's going to utilize Haywire Protocol. And seeing as this is the first move, we still have plenty of options if this doesn't work. We might go for the more difficult option. Yeah, we are going to attempt to seize control. Hell yeah, nice. That's awesome. That's really cool. So welcome to the team, mech. I guess the rest of the squad can focus their attention on that shield bearer. And so, Panzer's gonna reload.
Good to go.
And, no.
Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, he'll just go into Overwatch. As to J-Bone, she doesn't have a shot either.
Scanning.
How about from the other angle? There we... yeah, here we go. Actually, let's do it this way.
Here they come.
Let's put the odds way in our favor. Stonewall's gonna just walk up and execute the guy.
Who's keeping score?
Yeah, that'll do it. And car blows up. Guess I didn't need to tell the viewers that. But we're just gonna watch it anyways. Look at it burn. Was that the Advent speaker's car or something?
The Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running out of time. Get to that terminal.
Why are we watching the car? Okay. Here we go. If it were the Advent Speaker's car, it's a rather humble car. I admire his modesty, but it's not. Anyways, the mech moves forward. An officer says there's something not right with that mech. And he'd be accurate in saying so. And now those turrets spring to life. Tell you what, let's fire some micro missiles up at those turrets and see what that does. If it takes out the roof, I think it takes out the turrets. And so it does. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. We'll move Manzer up behind some better cover, but next to that mech. Now you don't want to shoot at him. Let's shoot at that other mech. That's the one. Okay. Nice. Those blue screen rounds,
Good copy. Moving
I am
on target.
glad we've got those. The J-Bone moves up. Yeah, she's gonna... Well, no, not the mech. She's gonna go for this one over here. See him barely popping up. And, yeah,
I'll get him next
it's a
time.
miss. But she still does 1 damage even when she misses. So, Stonewall is gonna go for that mech as well. And that's enough to finish it.
You can't handle me.
That leaves 2 on the grid. This is going to be an Advent officer. And, what is that, Outlier? Is that a,
Not a problem.
who cares? Whatever it is, it's damn near dead. Noble's going to take a shot. It's a trooper, if I'm not mistaken.
Missed. My ammo's running low.
Okay, Stonewall. Well, I don't know. Do we do this inside yet? Yeah, we do. Otto cracks open the door. And he's gonna go in swinging. We want to angle this right so he can use Blade Storm when they start to, you know, fly around.
They've got eyes
So
on me.
here he goes. Nice, good damage. And yeah, if they move, he should get a Blade Storm attack, maybe 2 of them. Well, 1 will do. And it's a dodge, but it's still a little damage. Fact remains that Archon is on fire. So, Weasel will waste no time. He's gonna head on in there as well and attack the same Archon that Otto attacked and scored a Blade Storm hit on. Hopefully this cuts the thing down. And it does.
Not too
Nice,
shabby.
that was a critical hit, of course. What you gonna do, Archons? Well, I suppose we'll find out after Stonewall makes his move. There we go. And the one Archon is panicked, a side effect of Weasel wearing that Icarus suit. Meanwhile, outside, the officer calls out J-Bone's position. He's lining up a shot. And he scores a hit. She is wounded. Meanwhile, the trooper advances on our positions, primes a grenade, and tosses it, doing frag damage to both the mech and Manzer. Here comes an Archon. Weasel attempts Blade Storm. It's no good. The Archon swings back and scores a hit. So Weasel's wounded. Okay, well, now Manzer and the mech are out there in the open. Seeing as that is the case, Manzer's going to advance. And it's going to take a shot at this trooper. Hell yeah. That's what you get for hurling grenades there, bucko.
How many is that now?
Bucko. It's a term of endearment. Anyhow, J-Bone is going to see to healing. She's going to heal herself. And she may also go ahead and heal Weasel. Certainly they're in communication with those two on the inside, and so she is concerned for his well-being. After all, she knows that Weasel has Otto's back. But, you know, honestly, she sees Weasel as a father figure. She sees Otto as her man. So she's concerned with both of them. As to Stonewall, he is actually going to grapple up on top of this checkpoint. Get himself a decent vantage point overlooking, the officer. There we go. And he'll employ lightning hands, taking a free shot at the officer. Which is good. Let's see if he can follow up with a rifle shot. Yeah, he can. Unfortunately, the officer is still standing, but he is worse for wear. Noble's going to advance. He'll take position right next to Manzer. And he, too, is going to take a shot at that officer. This should do it if it connects. It would have done it if it connected, but it didn't. No joy.
That's it, I'm out.
Okay, as to Otto. Yeah, he's not done swinging that sword, so he's going to go in towards this Archon that just struck Weasel and take a swing at it. Which he does, to good effect. As to the mech, it's going to go ahead and advance. And it'll take a shot at the officer. But I didn't say it was going to strike the officer, right? Anyhow, Weasel is going to initiate the hack. We want to get that rejected tissue sample information. And, you know, find out why Advent wouldn't be using some humans as opposed to others. What makes those rejected humans so special?
Piece of cake.
He will follow up the hack with a swing of the sword.
Successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Scores a critical hit against the Archon. The Archon continues to burn. Nice. Oh, but that, my friends, is of course a sectopod. And it came right through the wall. Well, damn. In the meantime, this officer's advancing. It's going to take another shot at J-Bone. This time it scores a critical hit. Otto doesn't like what he's hearing out there. Blade Storm on this Archon here, which is a miss.
Hostiles coming in from the sides.
Otto attempts the same, also misses. And so the Archon gets to swing at Weasel. Of course, the Archon doesn't miss, rather, it gets a critical hit. Now the other one is making an attempt. Weasel misses with his Blade Storm. Otto scores a hit, and the Archon is down. That leaves one Archon. But there's, of course, that Stun Lancer, Shield Bearer, and who can forget the Sectopod? Or as my wife called it, the XCOM ATSD Walker. Okay, so J-Bone is going to go ahead and heal Weasel once again. So now that that's taken care of, she can and should direct medical attention to herself.
Go help him out.
So there we go. And as to J-Bone's med kits, I think that was her last one that she just used. Which is kind of concerning considering there's still a Sectopod on the grid, but nonetheless, Manzer's gonna shift positions, get a better vantage point on that Advent officer, and see if he can take him out of the equation. Which he does, and the officer drops some gear. So yeah, we gotta get our grubby little digits on that gear. Stonewall's gonna move up, just barely. He'll take advantage of his free reload and go into Overwatch.
Back in. Overwatch.
As to the situation inside, Weasel tells Otto to get the hell out of here. Otto is all too happy to oblige, considering that Sectopod, so he'll grapple that nearby window and make his way back toward the front of the building. He's gonna go a little further, just drop off, and yeah, actually he'll use the corner of this facility for cover. As to Odd Noble, he's gonna move on. Well, actually, he'll just swing around this rock. It gives him better cover anyways, and he'll reload.
Good to go.
Our mech friend, being expendable as he is gonna go ahead and advance. Go ahead inside the facility and basically shoot at whatever he can see, even though it's at a distance. Yeah, apparently so far a distance that he fails to connect. As to Weasel, well, he's gonna fly up out of this joint. Yeah, he'll activate his Icarus jump, and that'll put him, yeah, let's go for right next to Otto. And so certainly J-Bone is pleased to see that both Otto and Weasel have emerged from the structure in one piece. In part thanks to her healing them, or at least healing Weasel. Weasel collects some gear. And he's going to go ahead and move behind the statue.
Watch the sides!
Well, we've lost control of the advanced mech. Damn. And we were just getting to like him. The Archon emerges. Here comes a Sectopod. Jackson takes a reaction shot with his Shadowkeeper. And he hits his mark.
Get the armor!
And here comes the Stun Lancer. Otto's Blade Storm is way off. Luckily, the Stun Lancer misses as well. Our old friend the Mech comes on out. And you know what? He doesn't know whose side he's on. He fires as many missiles at both the Stun Lancer and Otto. And he points at Otto as if to clarify who those rockets were intended for. So let's see.
Tired of waiting around.
Manzer will move up. Again, he's got those blue screen rounds which should do some damage against the sectopod, but could also do a hell of a lot of damage against that mech. Yeah, he's gonna go for the mech. Right on. The mech is out of the picture.
I'm all out.
As to J-Bone, well,
Come get
Overwatch. See what Stonewall can do here. You can fire at the sectopod. No, not Shadowfall. Not face off, because he's only got one. Yeah, he'll just take a shot, I guess. Just a basic rifle shot at the sectopod. Excuse my hesitation there. Don't mean to do that very often.
It hit the plate.
Anyways, Jackson does score a hit. As to Otto, sorry we lost a few seconds there. Just a few seconds. Otto moves back behind this nearby cover. He's gonna take a shot at that. Stun Lancer. It's good. Stun Lancer's just barely hanging on.
Taking control.
Yeah. Odd Noble is going for Haywire Protocol of the sectopod. Now, wouldn't that be sweet if we can control that? Let's find out. Oh. We're just going to try to shut it down. And indeed, the sectopod is shut down. Stunned, albeit temporarily.
We're through.
We'll take what we can get, and thank you, Odd Noble. Okay. Weasel's gonna go for the Stun Lancer. And it's down.
Well, how about that?
So what does that leave? An Archon, a Shield Bearer, and of course the sectopod. Archon lines up a shot on Otto. It's a hit. It was a critical hit. And here comes a Shield Bearer, also lining up a shot on Otto. And it too is a hit. Otto's down.
Let's move already.
That is bullshit. Manzer's gonna move up. He's gonna engage the Frost Bomb and freeze that Archon. Yeah, I know, Manzer's not in cover, but screw it. As to Otto, he's, J-Bone's gonna rush towards his position. She's gotta work her way there to ascertain his condition. Again, it almost doesn't matter if she doesn't have any med kits. Yeah, Stonewall's saying screw it, he's jumping down too. I mean, really, to hell with it. Yeah, I guess that's the only shot he had, okay? So he's firing at the sectopod.
Deflection.
Odd Noble, again, screw cover. Not too worried about it right now. Yeah, he's gonna fire the EMP. That'll tear that sectopod up. And so it does. Weasel, same deal. He doesn't, Doesn't give a shit about cover. He's just gonna move up. Gonna try to get this stun lancer. Hell, I mean, you know, he took care of his shields. But the stun lancer's still at full health. And of course the Archon is frozen. That would have sucked. As you can see, the Sectopod opened fire on Weasel. Luckily it was a miss. Sectopod's closing in, and it's either going to take another shot or it's going to activate. Okay, good deal. We can deal with that. It's activating its special weapon. I'll be damned if it's going to use it. We're going to kill it before it can. Yeah, I'm going to make sure Manzer puts it down. Or, at the very least, do some serious damage. So yeah, he'll reload and take a shot.
We're ready to go.
And it will be serious damage. You know, that sets somebody up for the kill, though. As to J-Bone. She's gonna approach Otto. And if you saw the screen when he fell, and you already know what she just found out. He is not bleeding out. He is not unconscious.
Heading to that location.
He is dead. Stone wall at the Sectopod. That'll do it, folks.
How many is that now?
But Bravo's squad certainly has unfinished business with not just that shield bearer, but the Archon, who together brought about the death of Otto.
Sure thing.
And so Odd Noble moves up. And yeah, he's definitely taking a shot at the shield bearer. Fails to connect.
Next time.
Weasel is certainly not done with that shield bearer. And so he closes in and strikes him.
Put off the armor. They're on the move.
Shield bearer succumbs to the flames inflicted by Weasel's blade. Appears that the Archon is back at it. It flies over to Weasel, gets a blade storm attack, which is a miss. The Archon is gonna swing, and it is a hit. No matter. Mark my words, and everyone remaining in Bravo Squad knows it. That Archon is dead.
Let's do this.
To that end, Manzer closes in, and he opens fire. It's a dodge, but Manzer still did damage.
That didn't do much.
He did enough. We'll do more. Weasel tells J-Bone to get the hell out of here. She's got health, but Weasel knows what's up.
Let's go.
And so she does. J-Bone and Otto are aboard the Sky Ranger.
Tired of waiting around.
Jackson's moving in. Gonna line up a shot on that Archon. It's good.
Heading in!
Noble will get a little closer. And he'll fire. It's a hit. As you can see, no one really gives a damn about cover. I mean, they're just pretty much rushing this Archon, trying to bring about its demise. And as the Archon attempts to move, Weasel's Blade Storm is activated, and the Archon is dead.
Confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And so Bravo Squad, they ask themselves questions on the way back. J-Bone asking why she didn't use aid protocol on Otto when she saw that he was way up front there. That might have spared him from getting hit. But Weasel tells her, you know, Otto could have thrown the Mimic Beacon and he didn't. There's a lot of things people could do, but you don't want to spend the rest of your lives second-guessing yourselves. Nonetheless, does she regret opening herself up to Otto? Or does she cherish the brief time she had with him? Bravo Squad has 3 promotions. Let's start with Weasel. Deep cover or untouchable, he's gonna go with untouchable. Next up is J-Bone. Ever vigilant. Or or Guardian, and she went with Guardian. As to Jackson, steady hands. There you have it. As the gear, yes, we did bring back some decent gear. And we finally got enough Sectopod stuff to be able to rip one of those things open and investigate it.
Hello, Commander.
Yeah. We also brought back Colonel Catherine Susberry, codename Sushi Cat. Let's have a look at her file. Catherine Susberry, codenamed Sushi Cat, born Bristol, England, 7 March 2013. Catherine and her fiancé were the founding members of an anti-Advent mercenary group that primarily operated in the jungles of South America. When Advent deployed several battalions to hunt them down, they broke up the team, each going their separate ways. It was at this point that she made contact with XCOM, hoping to continue her guerrilla war against Advent. And I think she'll be a valuable addition to our combat forces. Coincidentally, we have a recent opening. Anyways, we're getting word about a faint signal, which would offer us some intel. But honestly, we're going to go back to the southern United States and conclude scanning for this radio operator, which will give us additional supplies, I believe from the United States, on a monthly basis. Indeed. So yeah, that's good. We've got power fluctuations. It'll give us some intel. Let's go ahead and start scanning in Florida. It appears that Brylight has completed the next leg in his training. As to his next agenda, it's either Solace Fuse or, yeah, Void Rift. I think we ought to go with Void Rift. And he's been getting strange psionic messages he's been sharing with several members of the combat personnel. We'll get into that later.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Okay, let's have a look.
I have come to suspect that this creature's unusual appearance is somehow directly connected to its notable psionic aptitude. The aliens always have some reasoning to their actions, even as twisted as it is often revealed to be.
True enough. Okay, next endeavor in terms of research will be the sectopod breakdown.
From what I've been told, our troops took to calling this large robotic unit a sectopod under the initial assumption that it was being controlled by a sectoid pilot. On closer inspection, we can see that is not the case. Not unlike the mechanized Advent units, which were likely derived from the sectopod itself. This machine seems to be entirely autonomous.
Yeah, sectopods used to be piloted by sectoids. That was back in 2015. Okay, back to this scan. Plasma blaster, okay. We'll take it. In fact, let's look to our next project in the Proving Ground. And I think another race suit is in order. I really do.
When the project is complete.
We'll probably, we'll go ahead and conclude the episode there, but you know what? Before we do, we have one more matter of business to attend to.
Now hear this. All hands come to attention for Captain Otto Williams, codenamed Automatic, born August 1st, 2008, died October 9, 2035. He was 26 years old. Captain Williams spent 222 days in service to the XCOM program, over which time he participated in 11 missions and was accredited with 17 confirmed kills. His epitaph shall read, Otto wanted nothing more than to serve XCOM, and in the end, he gave everything to our cause. Services will be held in honor of Captain Williams tomorrow at 0900 hours at the Avenger Memorial. Those wishing to pay their respects are encouraged to attend. That is all.
And of course, that's J-Bone there. Looks like the bar is hers for this evening. Seems altogether fitting. But yeah, what can I say? I guess I know how some of the viewers feel when their characters died, because that was my namesake, but it happens. What can we do? Anyways, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. I appreciate you watching. If you like this, and if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends.